Yes, welcome to the Arsenal stand, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, Mr. Laughter, right here, ladies and gentlemen, as we are talking Arsenal. Now, we know FA Cup has actually just finished, and we want to talk about that. And Arsenal blew away Wigan Athletics by 4 goals to 0. And the goals all came in 16 minutes. That is in the spell of the first half. And what a performance from all the players that really participated in this particular game. It was really, really good. We're gonna talk about that as well. The main person of the discussion today, as you guys know, is Eberiche Eze. That is one guy that came over a lot of criticism in the last few matches that he has played, and we want to see. Mikel Arteta also tried something different, which I know for sure many people have actually talked about it. And also, I want to talk about some of the key things that I've seen in this transformed formation that Mikel Arteta played today, and it was just because of the warm up problem that we always have. Like Arsenal has actually been in a lot of these warm up issues where like players just get injured in the warm up, and Calafiori is one of the culprit that actually came up in the warm up of the game. That's why, for sure, we had to figure out certain things around and play around. Um, with the kind of formation that I think was good also at the end of it all. But this injury, like I talked about last week, it's just something that we need to really, really work on and see a way to kind of reduce it, because it's not gonna help us so much, guys. It's a pain. So hopefully Mikel Arteta can find a way to fix that. I know you can control injuries, but I feel like it's too much uh, for this team. And with the squad depth that we have, I think we still need to at least try a way. Now we had a lot of injuries in the defense. Now it has moved to the midfield, and that is a crucial place where we don't have so many players. But I think with the few that I've seen today, and Nogard and Eze, and you look at also Bakayo Saka, finally, I've been crying for this for years to see that Mikel Arteta can transform something, try at least something different in the league. And today, at least, he tried something that I was really anticipating. I think sometimes when you have injuries, it gives you opportunity to try something different. And Bukayo Saka started in the midfield for the first time since I think he was like 16 or even 17 when he played for the Arsenal. Just starting to join during I think when was that? Like early um I've even think it's like when Bukayo Saka first started joining the first team. It was just like really, really important to see him perform that good today. Even if he played on it for the first half, I think that's something new that I expected at least Mikel Arteta to have tried, which was very, very good. And guys, man, if Mikel can try to play around with those teams, God, I know it's just because of injuries. We have um Odegaard out, and Mireno. What is his name? I confuse him always with Mikel Merino and Moreno itself, the manager. So Mikel Merino also is out. Odegaard is out. Now Calafiori is out. Who else is out? So those are like Kai Havertz is out. So we need to improvise and find some ways in the midfield. Thank you, David. I see you, man. Thank you so much for joining, Saka. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. I will get back to you guys in a bit. But yeah. So the detail is Mikel Merino has already gotten his surgery done and is completed. He's only waiting for healing, and then probably he's gonna be out for the next 9 months. I would say he may not even play completely again. And Odegaard also he actually had an interview in the press conference around in the Arsenal um, media. Sometimes they call in a captain to come and give his view. So he talked about his injury. He's saying that it's not that bad. From what he said he thought he had a knock on that goal where Brentford scored that 1-1. He had some bruises and like things like that, and bruises, some swelling in his ankle. So we will see. But he said it's not that bad. So probably he would be back for Wolves as the game goes on. So that would be great if we bring back Odegaard and play in the team for the midfield, because we really really need people in the midfield. We need people in the midfield to help us guys to at least improve on the team as well. So that is what we have as far as the injury is concerned. Now, the game against Wigan, I know people are gonna say, yeah, Wigan is just like a League One or a non-league team, and it's just like we can't do anything. Like we shouldn't be happy with this win and stuff like that. But I think we have to enjoy every single win, no matter what. Even if we think it's not a very important team, we have made it to the next level, guys. And there are key things that I want to develop in this particular stream so that at least we can talk on to it. Number one thing that I have really, really seen today in this particular match is just Eberichi Eze, guys. We have been crying so many days that this guy has quality. This guy is just not having the momentum that he's supposed to be having in these teams. But he has proved to all Arsenal fans, even Mikel Arteta himself, that once you give him the opportunity to play his game and give him that freedom, he can deliver. And today he delivered 2 assists, like 79 touches, and he was immense in this midfield. I know Wigan is not the best team to really excel in, but I think if you gain experience and you gain momentum from games like this, you are bound to go ahead and beat somebody in this particular game, because he was under scrutiny a lot. He was criticized so much in this particular game. I mean, in the Brentford game, and many people were like, "Oh, this guy is not going to perform at Arsenal. He's the shadow of himself, and he's not like doing well." But I think today he showed his quality. That once you give him space, he is able to deliver. Those two passes that he gave Martinelli and also um, Madueke, that was a very, very good pass. Like those assists, I feel like if it was Odegaard, he would still pass it to the wing. He would still think about, oh, let me take it to Saka, or let me go to take it to Maneli at the wing. But the way Eze had that visions, those two particular look, it's kind of like similar the way those through passes we have been missing a lot in the Arsenal team. And I think today, at least, we have seen the quality. He has done that a lot, because also when you look at the game against Bayern Munich, he also did that. And that was great, guys. Like, he has that ability to see ahead, like give that quality pass where you don't even have to like kind of control it that much. It gives you like kind of in a silver platter, like the only thing Madueke had to do was just to run to the ball and just kick it into the goal. Like he didn't have to like control or do anything. Those balls from Eze were quality balls, guys. Quality balls. And I feel like he has unlocked certain things that many people have really, really written him off. But he is a quality. I see you guys in the chat. Let me know in the comment what you think of Ezra's game today. And yeah, I'll get back to you. I see you, everyone. Hello, I see Robert. I see David as well. So William as well. Jason, I see you all, guys. But we have to really, really talk about Ezra, because this guy is good, man. This guy is good, and he deserves to play every single moment. I know he has moments. And coming into a team where you have to learn a lot of things, because I feel like Mikel Arteta is this coach that once you're new, he wants you kind of to cope so quickly and also do things the way he wants you to do it. And I think Eze is very skilled, very talented, and he plays with his brain. And I feel like sometimes he's over concentrating on focusing on what Mikel Arteta told him to do in the field, and then that kind of limits his ability. And I think, like I talked about it last week, guys, if you were joining, if you had joined me before, I said Mikel Arteta sometimes gives too much information. And he himself also said, like, before he started coaching And when he started earlier in his coaching ability at Arsenal, he felt like they over pumped the players with a lot of information, and that affects a player himself. Someone who doesn't really want so much information. Sometimes too much information is confusing, and it gives you more like instead of helping you learn and move forward with things, it's just kind of brings you down in some way. So I think because Eze is that player that is of quality, I think he's always caught in two minds to respect the coach or kind of like play his own game, you know. But today he was free and we could see how good he is. He could have actually even scored one or two goals, and that would have been a perfect game for him. It was still good for me. I was happy to see that at least he showed his quality after the worst game of his life, probably in the Arsenal shirt, being taken off in the first half against Brentford. It was not great. But I think the way he showed his ability today, I really back him up. Like he is quality as long as Mikel Arteta can really play. The good thing also when you see Bukayo Saka today in the number 10 role, guys, how do we yearn for that? How much do we yearn for that, guys? I feel like Bukayo is a player that can play almost anywhere. He started with left back, coming back in the midfield, going to the wings. Now today he has played us in the 10 role. When he first started young, growing up, playing in the academy and stuff, he could play in the 10 role. And today we could see the impact that he has actually put in the game. Matches it didn't really influence so much or even scored or something like that, but you could see how free he was because as a number 10, you're always free to run around other than being limited to the wing the way always Mikel Arteta plays him. But I feel like he was immense today in the first half. Matches, I feel like he's still coming back from injury, as you could see. He's not like fully fit like always. He could run, dribble, and run around with the ball. He wasn't kind of like super fast still. Like you could see that he's not yet up to fitness. But I think Mikel Arteta, at least I've heard every single thing that I have said. Many pundits have said. Many YouTubers have said. Like he has to be flexible. He has to at least try to find plan B once something is not working. And I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited. At least for once, he listened to us. And he has changed something that many people would have not seen, bringing Saka in the midfield. Who could do that? Like with Mikel Arteta's strategy, I think this game came at the right time to try something new. I was gonna be very excited to see MLS in the midfield. It's just this injury that really ruined everything because I was excited to see Lewis Skelly in the midfield and see how he would perform because I haven't really McKellar hasn't really given him that ability to play in the midfield. He's always in the left back. But I know even without him being in the midfield, he still played so well today. Like Skelly played so well. And I feel like no matter where he plays, I think we have some quality in there. We have some quality in there. And I know it's just Wigan, as people would say. Oh, it's just Wigan. It's not gonna be like crazy. Arsenal should just potentially. It's just by default we should win. But no game is default. No game is like perfect that you're gonna win. You would also have, even if you think the team is very small or coming from a low league, you have to expect some challenge. You can see how the second half is played out. Like they came out and they changed certain things, and it was just like a little bit different from the first half because they knew they already 4 goals down, so they wanted to try certain things. But I feel like Arsenal today was good. I know the opponent is poor, but I think we learned a lot of things. The next thing is no good, guys. No good. Christian, no good. I feel like this guy is just always under the radar. Like, he is under the radar, but he is very quiet, very talented. That's what Mikel Arteta wants him to do whenever he's called. Like he himself in this interview today said, he has to be ready for every single match. Doesn't matter if he plays or not, because you never know what time you're gonna be called. That's the mentality that every Arsenal player has to have, because it's very, very important for any player to have that mentality that even if you train and you know you're not gonna play, you still have to be professional in training. And I've heard many Arsenal players say Nogard is one player who trains like he's gonna play tomorrow. And Mikel Arteta doesn't choose him, select him maybe. But he still trains like the only professional player at Arsenal. Like once he come in, you could see how fit he is. Like that ball he gave to Gabriel Jesus, man, that was that was crazy. That was so, like, how can I even describe this? It was so, I have not seen a ball played like that from Declan Rice, from I know Zubimendi tried it one time. I've not seen that from Odegaard himself, but no good today showed that he has that quality to stay up front as well, as long as they give him the opportunity to go up front and deliver some passes. That was crazy. He also got the man of the match, which I have to big him up for it. It is very difficult to come and perform in such a manner if you have not even been playing in the Premier League. You have not been playing regularly in the team. So let's just praise these players today. They did wonders, and they could have done more. They could have scored more when Gyökeres came in. He had a chance. Gabriel Jesus should have scored more. Like um, Madueke also had a chance. Martinelli had a chance. He could have scored more. But I feel like this game was just very perfect. It came at the right moment before we could go to the Premier League match that is going to be against Wolves. Wolverhampton, as long as they are almost relegated, I think it's still going to be a difficult game. Playing against relegated team, almost relegated team, is just super difficult because they just want to spoil things. And I think if we can go with the approach that we played today, being very free, flexible, running and like persistently trying to create most chances, I think we would be in a good shape. We would be in a good shape to win at Wolves. And also we know that the North London Derby is also underway on the weekend. That's the big one. Tottenham Hotspur has gotten a new coach, and it's always what we call a manager bounce. So that's going to be tricky, and I think we have to at least see what I mean. We will talk about that when the game is close by, but I think no matter what, if we can win Chelsea game, win Wolves, and also against Tottenham Hotspur, I think we will be good. I know. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the Premier League probably come this week as we build up into the game between Wolves as well. But I think this FA Cup is a very, very good performance to me, and we did what we needed to do. We played exactly the way I expected. I actually predicted 5-0 if you go back to the stream that we did last week. I think it was Saturday. I mean, Friday or Saturday, something like that. I predicted for 5-0, but they ended up to be 4-0. But now the good thing with this game is Arsenal started on the front foot. And I feel like sometimes when we start our games, we don't really start that fast and we don't really attack really quick to be on the front foot. But I think today we started on the front foot and everybody was on it. And all of a sudden, like within 23 minutes or so, the gap in between all the goals, like it's like 16 minutes. It's actually a record for any in the FA Cup, like FA Cup in general. There is no other team that has actually scored 4 goals in the first half within 16 minutes. So Arsenal has that record now that they are the first team to have scored 4 goals in the first half within 16 minutes time difference. like in between all the goals. That's a good record. So normally Arsenal don't really start the first half that good or that well. But I think this game has shown a different aspect of Arsenal that we were not actually seeing in most of the games that we have been seeing recently. But I think because Mikel Arteta wanted to try something different, which I am very pleased to have it to have seen that, because we have been crying a lot so that Mikel Arteta can at least find ways to win games, at least find a better way to structure the team. We know it was a kind of 4-4-2, 4-3-3, like he was changing in between Saka and Gabriel Jesus kind of being there, Madueke being there. Like, let's talk about Madueke, guys. This guy came with a lot of issues. Most Arsenal fans were like, get this guy out of this Arsenal team. We don't want Madueke. They even made a hashtag to get Madueke off Arsenal, guys. But I think now people have realized that Madueke, as much as he has his old faults and weaknesses and driving the ball and not being clinical, like the final product not being there, I think there is something changing in this guy. He has hit the form that Bukayo Saka is not in at the right moment, guys. If you could see, because Saka is not delivering the way he should have delivered. But I think Madueke is really, really improving this team. And he's playing the role that Bukayo used to play. And I think it's we have to really acknowledge that. We have to see that he is kind of improving with that ball that is scored today, the goal that is scored today. In the recent, if he was like not on form, he would have blasted that ball beyond the post. He couldn't have scored that. But I think there is something in Madueke that is changing that we need to really see and talk about it and really give him the flowers that he deserves, because he has shown that he's developing. And if you see a player developing is on just his first season at the Arsenal, and I think he's showing that momentum also. He's showing that he's ready to change, he's ready to try things out, because we know his weaknesses. And I think he also knows that many people criticize him because he doesn't score goals the way he should score. He's good at dribbling, he's good at beating defenders, but he still has that poor touch in the end. But today, he has shown that at least he has improved. That goal was great. Straight, just pass it and it goes in. That was good. And I think if he can continue like that, it's gonna help Bukayo Saka so much. He's gonna kind of play that role that Bukayo was playing for us for a long time. Since Bukayo is not up to his fitness this season, he hasn't been scoring so much. And we know he had that hamstring, and now again he's still down, coming back from that injury. And I think Noni has really taken that place so well, and he has shown that he deserves to be in that position at least for now. And I think like 3 goals in the last 3 games. Yeah, if it was like some player else, people would be talking about him like crazy. But I think because many Arsenal fans didn't really agreed with the signing at the beginning, and they thought maybe Arsenal was wasting a lot of money on a player that didn't really have good reputation or like good scoring ability, dribbling and stuff like that. I think we still skeptical. Like, I know he's still developing. He's only like 23 or 24. He's still young, so I think he still has room to improve as a young player. And Mikel Arteta, if he can really develop that aspect of attacking wise, going forward and trying to shoot and learning on. He has scored decent goals, like Champions League. He scored that goal. Even last week he scored that goal with the header. Like again today, like Madueke deserves his flowers, guys. He has done wonders compared to the signings that we have heard. I know, um, what is his name? Gyökeres has also played well and he has scored many goals. But I think right at the moment if I see a player who is very, very confident in this Arsenal squad, I would say it's Madueke because he is doing that well, and I think if he continue like that, it's gonna be very, very important towards this end of season, and like if he can score at least every day, whenever day we play, I think it will help the team so much because we lack goals. Our attack is so poor. Much as we have scored 4 goals today, I think our attack still needs a lot of improvement. We need to at least change certain things, and that would help us a bunch. That would really help Arsenal in so many aspects because I think if we can uh, kind of create that atmosphere where we have a lot of avenue um, to like maneuver or even like pass balls ahead or attack quickly and stuff like that, I think we would be in good shape come this end of the season because I think our only problem is our attackers like the midfield are not really supplying the balls that they're supposed to do, especially like on Odegaard, probably as today at least as shown. I think if Long may continue, if he can really supply more balls like that to maybe Gabriel or even like Martinelli, um, I think we will be good. I know people are saying. I mean, Martinelli also came after a lot of criticism last week. He should have scored that goal against Brentford, which I totally agree. But today, at least, he has shown his ability to score that goal. He is really known for that kind of goals. I think Martinelli, if you give him the space to run, that guy can run and score. Like, don't give Martinelli space. Like he's that good, very fast. And I think the goal that he scored today has really reminded me of most of the goals that he has been scoring of recent, like driving through and just like with the left foot scoring. He should have scored the one in Brentford, but you know, sometimes things happen. Like you don't take all the chances, and you don't do like okay. That's good. Let me see the comments here if anybody has anything, and I will be talking about it. So I see here David saying hi, thank you, good man. And then uh, this one say I am. Thanks. Then we have Saka. You met Saka. What does that mean, David? How have you been, man? I'm good, William. I'm good. I'm good. Good. Good to see you again. Really, really good. Um, $100. What's that? Jason. Oh, you want to give me $100 or you want to do something for me, Jason? What do you mean? Okay, when they have a chance to play, they choose to be injured. When they have a chance to win trophies, they choose not to win. Um, what do you mean? Like all the players or all the Arsenal team or what are you talking about here? Because I think um um Sham, I think every game is different, man, and every situation is different. We as fans may think these players are not really interested in winning anything for the Arsenal team, but I think it's the other way around. Sometimes in life you may try so many times and fail so many times, and success will come whenever time it is ready. And I think this Arsenal team is at the verge of doing something in the next few years. Probably we would start this season, and I think we are gonna win something this season, whether it's Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, or Carabao Cup. I don't think we are gonna go trophyless like the last few seasons that we have been going through. Um, I believe at worst we might take the Premier League and probably one of the other trophies. I think we are going to be able to take two titles or two trophies for this season. That's just my honest opinion. Looking at the way the game is, unless the injuries that you mentioned um, overtake our midfield and probably also overtake our striking line. But I think with the quality that we have, however much weakness we can have in this team, I see at least a few a few trophies coming in. That's just my opinion because I feel like this team has undergone a lot of things that they should learn from it. Like if you don't learn from your mistakes, you don't learn from your adversities and problems. I think you might not be in your right mind because problems come in your life so that you can at least find a way to solve them. If you're not a problem solver, you will always have issues in your life. That's the same thing with the soccer and football in general. Like if Arsenal in the last 3 years have not learned anything from their past, then I think we are not we're not a team that is ready to get something over the line because we have done a lot of things. We have undergone a lot of problems, finishing runner-ups for next last 3 years. That should even be enough to create some fire in you to go ahead and win something. Like I genuinely think this team is is having the quality to win something this very season. Like I genuinely think we are able to win something this particular season. No matter the injury, no matter the way things will turn around, at least one or two trophies we shall win this particular season. I'm gonna be here. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. And sometime this year, if the season ended, we will go down to start looking at World Cup and like probably transfer news and stuff like that. You can still come back and tell me if we go the rest of the season with nothing, I will shamelessly say something at least because I think we have the quality. We do have the quality to perform. We do have the quality to win something, no matter what injuries bring. Because we have undergone like probably the rest of the season. Actually, we haven't had a game where we have gone to with everybody being fit. We have had defensive injuries for a while. We have had striking injuries for a while. Now we are getting to the midfield injuries. I feel like all entire season Arsenal have had that problem, but look at where we are. Like we are still up top there in the Premier League. We are still in all the four competitions, even with all the injuries that we have got. So I believe we can still do something even with the injuries that we have. Sham. I think that's what I can say really because I think we have the quality to perform um, the to perform as well, no matter the situation. Um, that's the only comment I have. Is there any other? Yeah, let me know if you want to share anything up here. Put it up on the comment here as well, and then we shall move on. Now, another thing from the game today that we have seen, I feel like this Ben White and Madueke line. I know Ben White and Saka was really, really good last few seasons, but I feel like Ben White and Madueke today at least has shown us something also. I feel like Timber is a very, very good player. He's a very good defender. And I feel like between Timber and and Ben White, they're two different players and that they both provide different qualities. And I feel like Ben White is one player that is really, really good at going forward and giving us like crosses and linking up with the player that is close to him. And that overlap that he does most times, we miss that a lot. I feel like Timber also does that, but I feel like Ben White is has a little bit of an edge, I would say, on him because he is that tall and he's that good. He plays just with freedom. He plays just with calm, and he thumb his authority mostly um, when going forward. And I think I saw the link up between Madrike and Ben White today. At least it's better than the one that they did early on in the game that we played last week. But I think like if we could play more of Ben White as well. I don't know why Mikel is only favoring Timber. and yet Timber has really, really played a lot of games. Like I feel like we could switch a little bit by this season or by the end of this season and play Ben White uh, often. That can at least uh, reduce on the load that Timber is having. We know Timber is returning back from ACL, so ACL sometimes he might have fully recovered from it, but I think he needs some break because he was knackered seriously when you watch the game against Brentford. He was not in the game completely. That was like the worst game I've ever seen Timber play in the Arsenal jersey. So I think if Mikel can probably try to now switch players and kind of give the players some room to rest and re-energize because it's still a long season. We still have 12 games left in the Premier League. We still have FA Cup left. We still have the Carabao Cup, which we are in the finals, of course. And Champions League will start again in March. And those are too many games. I think now is the time that Mikel can kind of switch the teams around to help improve on some of these injury issues that we have been having. I feel like with Calafiori, for sure, that guy is gonna be, I don't know, like he's so much injury prone nowadays. Like he doesn't even stay for a week or so in the team. He's just almost in the hospital every second. We might at some point probably have to accept that we have gotten an injury prone left back. I'm not yet saying that, but I think the amount of times this guy has gotten injured is terrible, man. It's crazy. Like, I don't know if it's just because he's too tall or his center of gravity is like he doesn't play so much. I don't know. He's getting injured so much, and we need to find a way for that because our left back like I was talking to a friend. Like I said, is our left back cursed or what? It feels like we got Tomoyasu, he got injured. We got what is his name? Zinchenko, he played there a little bit, he got injured. We got Calafiori is now getting injured every single game. Luis Kelly, at least he has stayed a little bit, but it feels like most of our left backs they just get injured often. Even in Capel last week, he just returned. He also got injured, like playing. Like, is our left back cursed or what? So let me know in the comment, guys, because our left back is really, really in trouble. Um, People are not really doing well on that side, which is which is which is crazy. So, guys, comment and also like this stream as well, and subscribe to the channel as well. I want to see more comments here so I can have something to discuss. Let me know your view on the game. Would be good if you at least let me know some of your thoughts as far as the game actually was and some of the key changes that you saw in the game. Is there any other thing that you felt Mikel Arteta introduced today apart from just moving Saka in the midfield and having Eze kind of in the free role and Nogard playing his best game, and he was the man of the match as well. And I feel like this game has shown a lot of things. And if you can also look at the way Gabriel Jesus played as well. He was good. Gabriel and Martinelli always, whenever they start any game together, I feel like they have that fluidity in between them, like connection and the way they kind of flick. Maybe because they're just Brazilian, like up front, you can see the link up. It was so good. I know it's Wigan, people will still say that, but I think Mikel Arteta has to kind of bring in certain combinations in the game where you can have a game within a game. I don't know if that's something that exists, a game within a game, or like for me, for some people who like to read, uh, for us, some of us are like literature addicts. Where we read so many books, and you have like a story within a story, or action within action, scene within a scene, so something like that. So you could also have something like that in the game where the main game is going on, but at least you have some team building and structures and stuff like that, going around in the field. So I feel like Gabriel Jesus and Gabriel Martinelli kind of have that link up whenever they play together, to create something out of nothing, and they kind of have that yeah, link up in general. So even some of the players that came in, I think Gyökeres came in. He hit the post one time or so. He was good as well when he came on. I think he just I thought he would have scored in this very poor Wigan team, but I think I could see he played so well against Brentford, but we didn't have anything from that match. But I think he was good as well. So now we're gonna quickly go to the player ratings in my view, and see how the player rating could go. Definitely, the FA Cup draw is gonna be on Monday, from what I see, and I think that should be good. Whoever we get, I think that should be a no-brainer. I know most of the teams now left are Premier League teams, a very few League One uh, or other teams in. But I think here, when you look at the stats for this game, Arsenal had 17 shots, Wigan had only two, and then we had shots on target six from Arsenal, where they scored four, and then shot on target for Wigan was two, possession 79-21, and then passes they didn't record it here. We have fouls. Arsenal had 11. Wigan had 13. Two yellow cards for both teams and no red card. And we had five corners. Arsenal, Wigan had none. That was the stats for the game itself. Let me look at the lineup here, and I give my player rating as well. So, Kepa Arrizabaglia, how do you? That name is super difficult. He played well. He got substituted at some point as well. But I think he played well. He didn't have so much to do anyway, since it was just Wigan. I give him probably a seven would do. He didn't have so much to do, so I would give Kepa a seven. And then in the defense, Bukayo Saka, not Bukayo Saka. Why do I talk about Bukayo Saka? Miles, that is Kelly. I think he played well as well. He showed this his ability to drive the ball forward. There was that shot that he had when he had the opportunity to go up front. He did try it really, really well. I think I give him a seven as well. Um, and then when you look at Saliba, he played well. I give him a seven. Mosquera, seven. Ben White, I think seven also is good for him. He deserves to have a seven. The way they played. And then when we go to the midfield, I think I will go for No Good. He was man of the match. He was really, really good. I give him a nine, because he was the driving force for this team. And then I go in for uh, I think he was as a good two assists after on the back of something that was really terrible. I think I give him still. Um, I think probably I give him nine as well, because he played well. He played well. I think Saka, who came off in the first half, I think he's still not there. So I'm gonna give him a seven. But I was glad to see him in the midfield after a long time. So that's a seven for him. Um, who else was there in the striking? Martinelli. Um, Martinelli, I think, played well. I give him a eight with the goal that he scored. I give him an eight. And then Gabriel Jesus, he also scored. I think I gave him a eight as well. Noni Madueke, I give him an eight. That's all. That's all with the starting 11. Let's see people who came on. Trossard came on for a little while. Uh, I think he didn't do so much. I think he deserved probably a five for me. He deserves a five. That is Trossard coming on. Um, and then who else came on? Let me see. Who else came on? So we had that is Zubimendi came on also in a few minutes. I think he gets a five for me. There's this young boy who came in, Salam. Is it Salam? What is his name? Salam somebody. I think that is yeah, Salmon. Yeah, Salmon, the defender who came in for Saliba. He also played well. I think I give him probably a six because it's his first time to play for a while. Having a debut, that is great. And then Salford came in. That is Setford, came in the last minute as the goalkeeping. He didn't really do anything almost, but I think Mikel Arteta wanted just to have him there. I give him probably a five for the start. Yeah, that's all. Gyökeres probably he came on as well. I think he didn't do so much. Tried that one shot. I think he deserves maybe probably a six because that's all for that. Let's see. Who else did I actually see? I think that's all. Gonna grind. He wanted to get in a bit. Give me a second. I'll put the link up here for guys who want to join the stream and give their opinion. I'm gonna put the link right up here, and then you can join the stream as well. We have a few minutes left to um probably finish, but I think you can give me your view about the game. Let me put it up here. You can see. Not gonna take so long today. Where are you? So let me paste you this. Okay. Let's see. I think you might be having the wrong one here. Let me delete this first. Okay. Whoever wants to join in the comments, you can join. If you want to join the stream, I'm putting the link up here for you to discuss with us as well. Let me see if that's correct. Let me put it back up here. I think I copied the wrong one. Wow, why are you blinking like that, man? Sorry, guys. Yeah, the link is there on the inside the comment, so you can join in if you want to join and be part of the discussion. But generally, nothing really much to discuss other than if you have any view or any question that you want us to go through, you're more than welcome, and that would be great. Let me see if I can welcome this guy here. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, what's up? How's it going?
Good, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good too.
Good, 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 good. It's been a while. How's it going?
Yeah, like just going to high school and everything. I've had lots of exams and stuff. I just can't really be like focused on YouTube right now, but we'll see.
Yeah, yeah. So did you
Yeah.
watch the game or you watched the recap?
No, I was busy sleeping.
What is that?
I watched the highlights though. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I was
okay.
busy sleeping, yeah.
I guess it's too early for you guys, huh?
Yeah, it's a little early, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was a good game. The first half was really, really good. And then the second half was
Yeah, I
just
heard.
kind of,
Average.
yeah, we have already won 4-0. There's nothing really much to do controlling the game and playing here and there.
Mm.
So it was a good match, I think. What's your take on it? What's especially I wanted to ask about the formation that Mikel brought in, the new tactics and bringing in Bukayo Saka in the 10 and playing
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
Eze and like it was a different team compared to the other teams that we have been seeing. What do you make of that?
I think it was well, from what I heard, I didn't watch the full match, but I watched the highlights. Saka was really impressing in the number 10 apparently.
Yeah.
and yeah, yeah, so I think that's a good sign because we've needed a 10. I think
Mhm.
we're playing Wolves, so I think we might as well just try him there. Number 10, Madueke on the right. Who's on the left? Martinelli or Trossard on the left. I
Yeah.
think Eze's role was really interesting
Mm.
because he wasn't really a cam, but he was like a centre mid, like similar to how Zubimendi plays. I think that was very interesting, and he did end up getting 2 assists from that. So I think that really impressed me. I think we could try that
Yeah.
against Wolves. I think yeah, I think we should try very similar team, but like defense. And then obviously we had the setback with Calafiori being injured, which is annoying us, man. I don't know what's this guy doing, man. I don't know.
Yeah. This injury problem. I don't really know what the problem
You
is.
can't rely on Calafiori.
Oh, I think it was already two, three players who got injured in the warm up, starting with Saka,
Yeah.
looking at Saliba at some point. Now it's Calafiori. It's just this injury is becoming a very big issue. Sham,
Mm,
you can join the stream as well if you want to give your views as well. He has a topic here he wants us to talk on a little bit. He's saying uh, that Man City, I mean, 115 charges delay is embarrassing and a stain in the English Premier League game. I think, there's politics in
they don't give
everything.
a shit. Yeah. I
So I
genuinely don't
think
care.
it's gonna just drag on for like
Yeah.
that for a long time. I don't think there's any rush in solving this issue. I think they want maybe Pep to first leave. That's what I
Mm,
think because he's leaving at the end of the season, from what I hear. So once he leave, not to like probably tarnish his reputation being the coach that has really given Manchester City so much, and
mm,
like with his profile as well, I think they might get the judges or something. It might not even be very how can I say, like it may not even be very harsh, or probably like thumping into what
yeah, it's not gonna be
they think. It
anything,
would just
man.
probably
We
be
all
something small, maybe like you
we all
gotta
know
pay
what.
this amount of money for what you
Yeah,
did, or like pay something back. I don't think there's gonna be something big or like relegation that people were talking
yeah.
about earlier on when it first started. I don't see that happening for Manchester City.
I mean, if there was, I mean, that'd be amazing. But what are the chances of that happening?
Yeah, I don't see that happening. But it's yeah, it's not a good show for the Premier League itself. Like in the English Premier
Mm,
League, for like some, if
mm,
you come up with something, you need to follow up and probably get it done quickly, because we have seen like some teams that have really um, defy certain things, or maybe gone against certain rules and stuff, they get fined. Like you look at Everton was deducted points for like overbuying players, or maybe disclosing certain things like that.
yeah.
Manchester City is just dragging, and taking forever. I don't know what the issue is, but I know big is big always everywhere in the world. So, but
Yeah.
hopefully they will do something. I don't know any new development on it. I haven't really been focusing on it, but I think I came
Yeah.
across something that they're having some new charges or something coming up from that.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, there's something new, but I haven't really researched. I saw one of my friends doing a video on it. It's there in the UK, but so I didn't really follow it yet. I might have to watch it and see if there's something new. But people just sometimes create content out of nothing.
Yeah.
you know, just to have
Oh,
issues around. Mhm. But
yeah.
yeah, that's what we think about the 15 churches, man. Sham sham. If there's any other thing, let us know. But as it was today, was actually very very good, man. I like the way he came back after the first half, taking off in
Mm,
Brentford. Now he brought something that we were missing so much in the game, and I think he has that quality in him. The only thing is just having the momentum
consistency.
going once he starts it. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but he was
I,
good today. He was good. The other player that I liked also today was no good. Like no good,
yeah,
and
he got man of the match.
yeah, he was good, man. He that guy. Whenever I don't think he has even had any bad play since he joined.
Yeah,
Like
he hasn't. He's
he's
been
not
really
just been
consistent.
given the chance to play. Like others. I feel like if Mikel Arteta could have trusted him in some Premier League games, taking Declan Rice
Mm.
out and
Like
bringing him
this week,
on, like even letting him start. You know
are we playing? Who are we playing this week?
what is that?
Are we playing Chelsea on the weekend?
No, we are playing Wolves on the weekday, and then
Yeah, on the
we're
week.
gonna play Tottenham Hotspur, and then
Oh
Chelsea.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That'll be tough.
I think.
I
Let
think,
me
yeah,
see.
I think we should win though. Like, but yeah, of course it is Tottenham.
So we have Wolves on Wednesday, and then I think Wolves, and then we have the North London Derby on Sunday, and then Chelsea again. I think it's the next weekend. Let me see. Um, yeah, I think Chelsea. Why am I? I think Chelsea would be the next week, and or maybe weekday. Let me
Oh,
see more matches here. I can see Chelsea in here. Yeah, Chelsea is the next weekend. That is on Sunday. True.
oof,
So they're three tough games, but I think if we
yeah,
can win against Wolves, probably win at Tottenham Hotspur. Um, Let me see what Manchester City do have. So we have Wolves on Wednesday. That is, and then Manchester City will be playing. Which team is that? No, City will be playing Newcastle. That's a good one, though. Newcastle feels like they
yes,
have gotten back to their winning ways now. They
yeah.
have won two in a row.
Um,
So I think if at least I know it's still City, but they're going to Etihad. But I think they might give them a little bit of trouble compared to the Carabao Cup where they were not still on form. So I'm suspecting probably a draw in this match unless Manchester City just wins like with another win.
yeah, I,
But I
yeah, I
think
kind of have to. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Continue.
So I think if Arsenal can win against Wolves and then
I mean, we
take
have
it
to.
up to Manchester City to go to Newcastle, it would be good pressure for them as well. Because after
Yeah.
that, we'll be playing second every time. Manchester City might be playing first before us, and I hate
Hmm.
that structure. I feel like Arsenal have to be playing first
Yeah.
instead of playing second because there's always a lot of pressure for Arsenal in that scenario.
Uh, yeah. I kind of have to go. Um, I
Yeah.
might be back.
Okay.
Wait, you gonna be off now?
Yeah, I'm gonna close. That's in the
Yeah.
next 2 minutes or so. We'll come back again tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be on. Yesterday I didn't do it. I had some commitment, so I had scheduled the stream, and then I realized oh I can't really make it, so I canceled it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be here
All right.
tomorrow again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good day. Yeah. I kind of have to go.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
sorry.
No problem. Thank you. You too. Have a good rest.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for joining,
Thank
man.
you. Good. Thank you.
All right. See you. Okay, guys. Let me know if you have any question. If there is nothing, time is far much spent also, and we would be glad to close in the next 3 minutes if there's nothing really much to discuss. But yeah, those are some of the things I with the Premier League fixtures and looking at Manchester City and Arsenal. The games, if Newcastle can do something, know we don't have to really focus on other teams, but I feel like Newcastle has kind of come back into that rhythm. Maybe they might help us, probably get a draw or something, but don't trust any team. Trust nobody. That's the rhythm. And I think the next game Arsenal play Tottenham Hotspur. That's when Man City plays Newcastle. And the next one is Arsenal playing Chelsea. And then Manchester City will play that is Leeds. That's the game that I think is gonna save us because Leeds is so good at home. And Chelsea went there, they knew it. Liverpool went there, they know it. So I think Leeds United is a game that I think would potentially save Arsenal's season by City being beaten there or maybe getting a draw and for us winning. But it's still a long way, guys. We don't have to really think of that. But I think Leeds United, Newcastle, those are very good games that might save our season if they do well against that. But those are some of the things that we will be talking about. Tomorrow we'll be back again at same time, guys. Wherever you are, please subscribe to the channel and be part of the channel every single moment. And let me know in the comment. And so turn on your notification as well, so that next time when we come back on, you will be notified, and we shall be in good shape to discuss things. So always, I put the stream link on there. If you're ready to join next tomorrow, you can also DM me on Instagram. Go and look for Arsenal, the Arsenal stand, and you can send me a message in there, and then we can get you set up for the for the stream as well. Or you can just wait for the link at the time that we're always on, and then you can join the stream as well. But if you go on Instagram, go follow there. Go on TikTok, follow the Arsenal stand as well, and subscribe here as well. And so you can have, a community. I just want to build something where we can discuss and have so much fun together, guys, because it's Arsenal and it's soccer. So we love soccer, everyone, and we love football. And I think it's good to share your arts with friends and people that you enjoy the same thing with in most cases, and it's refreshing. So if Arsenal win, we come and talk about it. If we lose, we come and talk about it. If there is nothing happening, we chill out and just make stories. So whatever story you want to talk about, if I'm free and on the stream, we just go. Here we discuss almost anything. So just be there and please subscribe. I will see you again tomorrow, guys. One love. Thanks.